Now that we know how to calculate the tax, we can make things a bit more complicated. In March 2023, Bacon earned 20,000 Rand and pay as you earn in the amount of 2,183 Rand and 8 cents was deducted from his salary. In April 2023, Bacon earned overtime of 1,500 Rand. How can we calculate his tax for April 2023? First step will be to determine the yearly equivalent. So we know it's 20,000 times 12 equals 240,000 rands. Then we add the overtime, 1,500 Rand. So this gives us a new yearly equivalent of 241,500 Rands. Now we deduct the income ceiling for bracket 1, that's 237,100. And we see that Bacon earned 4,400 Rand more than where the first bracket ends. We tax that at 26%, and it gives us 1,100 Rand. And then we add the 42,678 Rand that all people in bracket 2 pays, and that gives us his tax per year, 43,778 Rands. Can you still remember how we calculated the tax without the overtime? Let's quickly refresh. 20,000 times 12 equals 240,000 Rand, less the bracket 1 ceiling of 237,100. That gives us 2,900, taxed at 26%, which equals 754 Rand, and then plus the basic tax for bracket 2, 42,678 Rands. That gives us a total of 43,432. Wow, that's a mouthful. Now we have to deduct the yearly tax with the overtime from the yearly tax without the overtime. So it's 43,778 Rand less 43,432 Rand equals 346 Rand. That is the tax on the 1,500 Rand overtime. So in March, the employer deducted 2,183 Rand and 8 cents. And in April, the employer deducted 2,509 Rand and 8 cents. Have you noticed that we did not use a different tax table to calculate the tax on the overtime? You might say, wait a minute, that doesn't seem correct. So let's calculate the effective tax rate. The 2,183 Rand and 8 cents represented 10.92% of the 20,000 Rand salary. And the 346 Rand represented 23.07% of the 1,500 Rand overtime. This will cause Bacon to believe that tax on overtime is higher than on his normal salary. Don't you agree? But we used the same tax table. Let's reason about this. Bacon paid 26% tax on his overtime. The first 97,750, which was below the tax threshold, was not taxed at all. And then the rest was taxed at 18% in bracket 1, and only 2,900 Rand was taxed at 26%. When we spread this out equally, he effectively paid 10.92% tax. But because everything he earned from there on, like his overtime, will now be taxed at 26% in the second bracket. And so also a bonus if Bacon should earn one, or even an increase if Bacon should receive one. Bacon is not happy at all, to say the least. This might make him to feel that he doesn't want to work overtime anymore. Bacon, remember you took home R1,154 more in April than in March? Didn't you need that extra money? Perhaps you should do some tax planning and see if there isn't a way you can reduce your tax burden.